you guys see that? Get a room for yourself. Text me later.
We are here today at a park in Miami, Florida because we wanted...
Miami, Florida? Why?
It's been so fucking long since we made a video. Genuinely, like, we posted every single week.
Yes.
We've been good. We're amazing. But we haven't really filmed a video in like over a month.
Yeah.
We are here today and we're gonna talk about everything that's been happening. Basically a monthly recap.
Yes, a monthly recap.
We got a comment in a recent video of ours, I think our last video, and it's from Mr. Silence. It says, would you consider making a video about places you've traveled to either together or separately and what you loved about that location, and that they'd love to hear both of our thoughts and on the various locations. And that's so funny because the whole plan for this video was to just talk about every single place we've traveled to in like the past
month, yeah.
Which has been so
incredible.
Great.
So fun. It was just like a month lost in travel and just like not really caring.
Literally, yeah. It was a well-deserved break on my part.
It really was, yeah. Oh, not on my part.
No, on your part too, but
God! So we're gonna start with our favorite city ever, Seattle.
But we went to Colorado before that.
Oh, fuck. That's right. Damn, never mind.
A new place for both of us that we haven't seen is Denver, Colorado.
Well, no, I did see it before. But I was like, not that fun. Not that fun. And then we went the second time, and it was, well, no, I went a second time. Lucas went for the first time.
This is my first time.
And he loved it, and I loved it so much. One of the best parts about being in Colorado was just spending time, just being there in a location that none of us had ever been to with our friends. Like, we went with two of our bestest friends in the entire world, Bruno and Adri. They make traveling just so much more fun, exciting. Just, they give you that sense of adventure, and it's just emanating from them. Like, they don't really try to do anything. It's just radiates. It radiates from them, and it's wonderful, and I love spending time with them. It was just a different area of Colorado that I hadn't seen before. We just kind of like went and just toured the city, but like a little part of the city.
Also,
you know,
bar hopped.
Oh yeah. Hey guys, we're here in the streets of Denver, having a fantabulous time. We are enjoying ourselves thoroughly, as you can see. That's all I have for you today. Goodbye. We went bar hopping. That was super fun.
That was fun, yeah.
And drinks in Colorado are so much cheaper than they are in Miami. We did karaoke.
Oh, you did karaoke?
Well, yeah, I did karaoke. And that was so fun. I also got nervousy, but I like, whenever I do karaoke, I get nervous, but then I'm like, okay, well, gotta do it anyway. And then I do it, and I love it. I love to perform for an audience.
We are live reporting from the Rocky Mountains. As you can see, there is a whole lot of rock and a whole lot of mountains.
That's it!
I just love karaoke so much. It's just such a fun way to like get you, the performer, and then like the audience engaged with each other, and like you get to sing a song in your own way and like put your own personality into it, and it's just like such a great time.
Another thing that I really loved about the experience in Colorado were the mountains.
Oh, absolutely.
We don't get that a lot here in Florida, so we don't get
we don't get any. The closest thing we have to a fucking mountain is a landfill. So it was incredible. It was so like breathtaking to be able to go and like you stand not at the edge but like at a corner and you just see like the whole world in front of you.
Genuinely.
It was so beautiful. Like I had never seen anything like it.
I just felt so free. I felt relieved of all like every stress I had, everything, whatever. It just flew away for a second when I was there. I literally loved it so much.
Absolutely.
But yeah, how would you rate Colorado? 10 out of 10?
Yeah, super fun the second time around. That also like makes me think of, you can't just like do something once and then write it off or form an opinion on it, especially because you could be missing out on so much if you don't give it that second chance.
Love that. I would love to re-experience that again in some way, shape, or form, which we kind of did in Seattle.
Yes.
Which is the next place we went to.
Yes.
So the plan was to go to Colorado and then to Seattle because Brunadri
live there. We had been to Seattle before and we've done all the touristy things, like gone to Pike Place and like the museums and doing the ferry and all that stuff, and we've done all that stuff. Now every time we go to Seattle, it's mainly just to be with them.
Yeah.
It's not really to do anything touristy or to like see anything. It's mainly just we go and we do the stuff that we did in Orlando but in Seattle. So we would like play Smash and we'd watch Friends. We spent like, I want to say 2 entire days of like the 5 days that we were there, or that I was there. We literally didn't leave the apartment and we just watched Friends the entire time. And that's what we did, and we just had a great time. It was amazing.
We had rooftop barbecue at the
Yes,
top.
we did a rooftop barbecue. That was really fun. And yeah, I don't know, we just had a wholesome good time. It's just such a wonderful, beautiful,
I am obsessed
like
with
city that is so harmonious. It's urbanization with nature in such a beautiful blend. We did that and we had our family time, and then we stopped being in Seattle.
Yeah. The only other place I went to for the first time was Oregon.
Oh, yeah.
It was just me, Brew, and Adri. It was so fun. We went on a little hike. It was beautiful. Quiet, super quiet. But it was like a day trip. I drove all the way to Oregon.
Oh, wow. How long is it?
Going to and back.
Yeah.
It was a 3-hour trip, 2.5 maybe. But bro, the difference between like driving in Florida and driving from like Washington to Oregon is crazy, because you get to see something. You're never bored.
Oh, absolutely.
You're never
There's something
bored.
to see
It did not
everywhere.
feel like 3 hours. And I
Yeah.
was having a good time. I was listening to music. They were sleeping and I'm like, oh my God. And we were just driving, and it was so beautiful.
The last place we went to, because this was around the time that me and Lucas were separate, but then we came together
Yeah.
at the end to go to the heart of the universe, New York City.
Yeah, dude. I don't know if you guys know this, but I was actually born in New York, and I love to say that because it's just, it feels like home every single time I go. But this was the first time that I went to and didn't do touristy things. The only thing that was touristy was Times Square. We visited Brooklyn, we visited the West Village.
The East Village, yeah.
Soho.
Yes. We went everywhere. We went to Chinatown, Little Italy, like
We did,
a bunch of stuff.
And those are things that I don't really remember seeing as like a child when I traveled there. Like, it was just really, really interesting.
Every single little part of the city has its own heartbeat and has its own style. And you can never get bored in New York City.
So we met up with some friends, and it was a group of 8 people that were there in general in New York. And one of the first things we did was go to a rooftop bar, and a very high, like this was the first time it was a really
huge,
high rooftop.
yeah. Because every rooftop bar we've
Yeah,
gone
we were
to
like-
is... Because every rooftop bar we've gone to was like 5 stories off the ground.
Yeah.
Maybe. Sometimes like it'd just be on the 2nd story. This was like 30 stories high. Like we were in the roof. Let me tell you. Honestly, we went to a lot of roofs.
No, I realized like a big like theme in this whole traveling is rooftop bars.
Yeah, or just roofs in general, because
Also,
yeah.
and Seattle.
Yeah. Just roofs. We just love roofs. But yeah, we went just so many roofs. It doesn't even sound like a word anymore. But yeah, so we went to the rooftop place for happy hour. We went home, we changed, and then we went to another rooftop bar at night.
Oh my, and
At night.
and that bar
Was wonderful.
So-
But let me tell you something.
Oh, God.
So it was like 6 of us. The 2 most important people needed to come because one of them was their birthday.
Yeah.
And so the only way that we could go up to the roof was if we ordered a bottle service. And we're like, we're not gonna get bottle service if the guy that we need to be here, like the birthday boy, if he comes and you guys don't let him in. And they're like, no, don't worry, like just say his name and we'll let him in. And I was like, okay, cool. And maybe like 10 minutes later, Nick, which is our friend whose birthday it is, texts us and he's like, yo, they're not letting me in. So then me and a friend went downstairs because I was talking to the bouncer, and like let me preface this. So the bouncer was the one that was telling us that if we bought a bottle, then he would let our friend in. And we were like, okay. And I was like, what's your name? And he's like, Brandon. And I'm like, okay, Brandon, like I'm seeing you. If they don't let us in, like I'm gonna have to give you a stern talking to. I literally go downstairs with my friend and I'm like, Brandon, what the fuck? You had one job. And he literally goes, whoa, wait, sweetheart, your friend is right here. I was about to let him in. So then we look at Nick and we're like, Nick, what the fuck? And he's like, I'm sorry, they let me in right after I sent that text. And it was just a cute little fun little moment. Overall, the bar was so fun. It's just one of those nights where like you just get lost in the night.
Everything
you know,
just
the
felt-
music was bumping, the views were bussing,
I was gonna say everything just felt like it was right
the
where it needed
food
to
was
be.
thumping.
Did you hear what I said?
Yes, everything felt like it was where it needed to be. Oh, we get it, you're emotional. God, get a load of this guy.
Anyways.
And yeah, and we went to the Friends experience.
Oh, that was another big thing.
That was huge.
And it's so funny that we did that because if I would have said, Tree, let's go to the Friends experience a year ago, Tree would have been like,
Friends experience? What the fuck? And now I started watching Friends and I fucking love it. Like, I'm obsessed. I'm not done yet, so don't spoil it. Should we do like we each say one word? Hello, welcome to our vlog. Wouldn't that be funny? Hello,
welcome
to
our
vlog.
Hello. So we're at the Butcher's Daughter. That's how you say it, right?
Yes.
Okay, and I got a coffee. I got a hot. I always get it iced. And now this is almond milk. So we're just going to pour it in. Okay, you got it.
Wait. Let me focus. Okay, go.
And then wait for it. Ooh. And then we're gonna add some sugar. That's it. Trees can't decide on what to get. So what are you gonna get?
I don't know, Lucas. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it up to her. Should I just be like, hey, what smoothie should I get? I don't know. There's so many. Look at the smoothie menu. It's so good. Like, every single smoothie is good. Okay, Brass Monkey or Brazilian Blast? Go, do it this or that. I just...
One or two?
3.
You're supposed to pick 1 or 2, man. Oh. My phone fell.
I'm gonna get the Brass Monkey. Fuck it. I'm getting the Brass Monkey. Yeah. Or should I get the 7 minutes in heaven?
Tree.
So the trip to Colorado was touristy. The trip to Seattle was friends. I think New York was a mix of both.
Wow, yeah.
It was kind of like the coming together of everything that we had done. Yeah. But it was a mix. It was very much like, we're gonna do touristy things like go to the Friends experience and go to Times Square and whatever. And then we're also just gonna hang out with friends. We hung out with a friend of a friend and we went up to his rooftop and we literally just brought a speaker, brought a tablecloth for one of the tables. We made like a little dinner kind of thing. And we brought a speaker and we just started dancing on the rooftop.
Oh, that was so...
And it was beautiful. It was like so carefree. And that Brooklyn apartment has the most gorgeous view of New York City, like Manhattan. And I love that that was the last place we ended up going to. It was just such a wonderful like bookend to our traveling story, you know?
Yeah.
But yay!
That's really what we wanted to talk about in like today's video. We just had a lot of B-roll and a lot of footage and we wanted to share with you.
Guys.
Yeah, we wanted to share
absolutely.
with you.
And this video was mainly because we wanted to share these little bits of our lives with you guys. But also we just wanted to say, like, if you ever are coming across a decision where you want to travel but you don't think that you can afford it, or you save up a lot and you don't want to spend your money on travel, I'm here to tell you to pick traveling. Always pick traveling, especially if it's somewhere that you've always wanted to go and you are very hesitant to spend money on it. I'm telling you right now that the memories and the experiences that you make will quadruple any sort of happiness that you get from saving money. I think that experience is the most valuable currency, and I would never trade anything in for the world to have less experience. I want more experiences, more memories, more fun times, more creative connections with people, more everything, you know? And you can only get that, not only, but a big part about getting that is through traveling and opening your horizons
and saying yes, because
and
again,
saying yes,
I
absolutely.
did say no immediately after New York, but then after saying yes, I don't regret anything, and I think it was a fantastic, beautiful memory that I made with you and all the other.
That you will hold on in your life for years more than you will ever hold on to that money.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Definitely make that decision. Say yes for once in your life, and go out on a limb and see what the world has for you, because it's probably going to be something very special. But yeah, we love you, and we are happy to be back and happy to be making content for you guys.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
I can't reach.